Everyone give a round of applause to Ferrari. They have sure done it once again. A few months ago, we have seen the interior of the Luce, and it was designed by an ex-Apple designer, and it looks pretty cool. Some people were definitely on the fence about it, but it was a neat, refined interior with technology and a really cool infotainment design. It's not too bad at all. Now we finally get to see the full prototype. The production version will be very similar to that, if not will be identical, if anything. I don't know what to say other than that it just looks like a Prius. I have no idea how Ferrari is going to market this to anybody, because not only that is estimated to cost $640,000, it also is electric and it looks like an Apple mouse. Now, granted, the technology and engineering within the car might be impressive. They are trying to make this car feel like Ferrari, they said, but when you look at the finer details of things, it's an electric vehicle. It doesn't look good at all. It's not even a desired piece of engineering that people of Ferrari fans and collectors alike want. It definitely strays away from what Ferrari truly is as a brand. Apparently, to recent reports, Ferrari's shares have dropped significantly after unveiling the Luce, and according to other reports, they've lost $3 billion overnight because of this. Ferrari, best known for their V6s, V8s, and V12s, the racing heritage, Formula One, Le Mans, you name it, and then they bring out this thing. Now, it's not entirely Ferrari's fault. They had to follow the European laws and regulations. They definitely had to create an electric vehicle because they probably wouldn't be able to sell in Europe or even pass any sort of regulations for their cars, at least. For Ferrari's part, it's not entirely their fault, but naturally, because of it being the way it is, they are going to lose money and shares off of this car in particular, and this might very well damage their reputation. The car sits on 23s at front and 24s at the rear. It has over 1,000 horsepower and has an estimated 0 to 60 miles per hour or 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 2.5 seconds. I don't know where this is going. This car, for me, feels like a filler. They just had to create it, and they're going to have to find a way to market this car in Ferrari ways and make sure that it's convincible to those who have the money to buy it. In my opinion, it's always good to explore new avenues and try something different and try to reinvent the wheel, per se, on products. But I feel like when you have a racing heritage and just a history of race cars and racing motorsport pedigree and road cars, and even like the Challenge series and the XX series, and just a great catalog of GT cruisers, entry-level supercars, and limited run hypercars, I genuinely feel that there's going to be damage dealt to Ferrari from this car alone. The car itself definitely has some kind of potential. It's never going to be a pure sangue. It's never going to be any car from their GT lineup that includes the 599s and FFs and the current 12 cylinders and the Amalfis. It definitely does not fall into its category like that. The fact that this car is estimated to cost over $600,000, it's not going to be a desirable car. I reckon Ferrari will definitely lose money off of this car. The production run will probably last at least 2 years at most. Speed and power is cool, but when you're missing the heart of what makes Ferrari a Ferrari, and especially if you look at the Persangue, powered by a 6.5-litre V12, you can't really argue which car is better. I reckon Ferrari will definitely be in damage control after this, and they will definitely need to now work a little bit more overtime to bring us vehicles that we actually want and make some changes that actually yell out Ferrari. I do have to say this, we are definitely in the flop era of Ferrari, where they've changed their design language, they've gone hybrid, and they are just not really bringing out cars like they used to, especially when they've brought out really great cars in recent times from the late 90s all the way up to the late 2010s. Ferrari has definitely lost a bit of their soul in that sense. Let's just see where this all goes.